Scorpio, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on. You versus them spread 12th to the 18th of May 2025. Rules can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Let's see, Scorpio. It is a general love reading, may or may not resonate. Okay. So Scorpio, it does feel like there is someone out here who has a clarity. Clarity in the sense where this is someone out here who had a choice between two people or a choice to choose between two situations. Which way do I go? Who do I choose? So this could be you, this could be a person, I don't know. Okay, but let's see, let's keep going. Yeah, someone out here feels like they are being very, very logical, and they are kind of literally trusting their ability to make a very, very strategic decision. So someone out here is coming up as mentally very, very clear, using their strategy and having a plan, making a strategy, and cutting things off from their life that no longer serve them. Okay, I do feel, Scorpio, this is someone out here who was holding back. Okay, this person out here was holding back from getting out of their comfort zone. Okay, this person now knows that if they have to be with you, they have to get out of their comfort zone. For the others of you, you could be leaving a toxic relationship, you could be leaving someone toxic, and you could be walking away from the devil. Okay, you're freeing yourself from whatever was holding you back. But let's see, someone out here is very optimistic and has 150% clarity about the situation. Okay, now Scorpio, this person out here, right? I feel this is someone out here who is kind of choosing peace. I don't know who this is, but let's see. Okay, it feels like yeah, I feel there is someone out here, Scorpio, who probably had a very, very hard time making themselves a priority. Because they didn't make themselves a priority, they never made you a priority. Okay, this person out here was helter skelter. This person out here was always prioritizing money, career, goals. They never really prioritized their emotional and spiritual well-being. They always prioritized materialistic well-being. They were very dependent on someone. Okay, there was a very strong, heavy dependency that this person had on probably a feminine energy. Or I think overall, this person out here was not being able to nurture the connection with you. Now this person out here is choosing to make you a priority. I think this person out here has been heartbroken. Okay, for a lot of you there has been heartbreak out here. Okay, but they want to release that heartbreak. They're working on themselves. Okay, they want to work on themselves, they want to release the heartbreak, they want to release the heartache. Okay, any kind of negativity, any kind of moments where their heart has been kind of literally blown into smithereens. Okay, they're releasing something like that. And I do feel this person out here wasn't at a point all this while where they wanted to speak their truth or they wanted to speak to you. They were kind of watching you from a distance, keeping an eye on you, rereading old text messages, but they wouldn't really say much. Now I feel you're dealing with someone out here who has the intentions out here to either ask for forgiveness and move on correctly, or ask for forgiveness and compromise. Okay, this person out here wants to meet you in the middle somewhere. I'm getting a lot of compromise from this person's side. That's what this person's intentions are, to compromise. Whereas your intentions are like, okay, I got the clarity that I need. I know exactly what I need to do. And the best for you is to move forward. So a lot of you could be choosing someone else over this person, or some other situation over this situation out here. But this person is now finding their peace in you. Whatever they were chasing was not their peace. Okay. Now, before we move forward, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnimo@gmail.com. Okay, let's see, how do you feel, Scorpio? Yep, exactly. A lot of you feel like you are staying in a hopeless situation. You know what happens is that we have been in situations for a very long time, right? And because the situations are very similar, the situations feel familiar, the situations are predictable, we feel like it's better to stay in the known rather than explore the unknown, because you don't know how the new energy is going to be, you don't know how the new person is going to be, you don't know how life is going to be if you choose to be single again, so a lot of times we choose to stay in familiar situations and choose to hold on to situations and have and I feel hopeful about a hopeless situation, if you understand what I'm saying. Yep. Now you've reached a point out here, Scorpio, where you realize your worth and value. You realize that you need, you have very high you have very high standards when it comes to partners. Now you don't want to settle for less. A lot of you are realizing that even if it's being single, you're better off being single rather than being with a partner who's not worth you, or who does not realize or does not value you. Okay. I do feel a lot of you are kind of coming off as liberating yourselves, at least in your heart space. In your heart, you definitely feel like you want to walk away from a connection, or cut someone off from your life, or no longer want to invest into someone, and you would like to invest into new people, but you're ready to take your own time. Okay, it's like, now no more, I don't want to invest into shitty people anymore. Yeah. See, you realize that like an investment out here has been a waste of time, energy, effort. I'm literally getting like money down the drain, and you feel it's time for you to choose a new direction. Okay, you've literally taken enough stock, of the past situations. Okay, you've evaluated, and that evaluation is getting you to a point where you realize, okay, I put in so much work, I put in so much time, energy, effort, doesn't look like the situation's moving forward, so you're choosing to abort mission. And you're literally, I'm getting like, you're accepting a situation in your life without any more resistance. Okay, no more resistance from your side. Now, how does this person feel, Scorpio? Okay, this person out here definitely for a lot of you feels like they want to, they are no longer, I feel this person out here was judging themselves too much. And because they were judging themselves too much, they thought you will judge them too. So all this while, I feel this person out here did play a lot of blame game. They kind of blamed you a lot. They kind of kept thinking you are the one because of who the breakup has happened, or you're the one who's responsible for whatever's happened between you and them, etc. Now this person out here is letting go of any kind of hesitancy, any kind of self-doubt, any kind of situations where they were stagnant. Okay, so I'm getting self-doubt was leading to stagnancy. They weren't being able to make a decision which would move forward, or which would push them towards the right direction, which is you. Yeah, I do feel you're dealing with someone who is done crying over spilt milk. Okay, maybe in the past they've had a lot of disappointments in their love life. Okay, because of which they were kind of like holding back from you. So they're ready to let go of any kind of past disappointments. No more crying over spilt milk. I do feel this person out here is choosing to decide. Okay, they're choosing to decide left or right, yes or no, in or out. They're finally seeing the situation very clearly for what it is. They're choosing to decide, and they're trusting the outcome. And I do feel this person out here is no more guarding themselves. I feel in the past they were guarding themselves too much, and while they were guarding themselves, they became defensive, and overly defensive in a negative way towards you. Like they felt like everything and anything that you would say, right? They thought it was against them. They thought you were getting, you were wanting to, like there was a misunderstanding out here. Okay, too much of guardedness, too much of insecurities, too much of trust issues. Looks like all of that is gone, and now this person out here has had like a self evaluation. They've evaluated themselves. They've seen themselves. It's like a self assessment. Where do they stand in the relationship? What have they done wrong? What have they done right? What can they correct? What damage have they done? After looking at themselves, right? This is someone who's got big realizations about how much they messed up the connection, how badly they messed up the connection. And now they feel like having a second opportunity with you. Let's see your action. Let's see your action, Scorpio. Okay, so it does feel like finally, I do see a lot of you Scorpios. I see a lot of you kind of now being very, very resilient. Okay, you are coming off as very strong. No one can walk over you anymore. You are coming off as someone who is dropping one situation and standing strong for the next situation. So I feel your overall energy towards this person is going to be very, very guarded. It's like you're not coming in so easily. You're not getting back into my life. Some of you completely don't want this person. Others of you are like, no, it's over and done with. And you're going to watch your back. You're going to be very careful when this person is in your life. Or when this person comes back to your life. I don't know, we'll see if that's what they're doing. Yeah, because you feel it's fair out here. You want to be fair with yourself. Okay, some of you may feel, may be, or may already be with someone else, and you want to be fair to that person, so you don't want to cheat. Okay, a lot of you don't want to cheat. You want to maintain being honest. You want to be ethical. You want to be very, very honest and fair with yourself, and very truthful with yourself. Yeah, you do realize that this person out here is a burden in your life. Okay, this person out here does nothing but adds burden in your life, and you've reached a point where you love and care for yourself first. So you're going to take up only those tasks. You're going to go only in those relationships where there is fun, where you are inspired to carry the load of the relationship, where you know that this relationship eventually is going to make you happy. It's not like you're not even happy and you're carrying the load of a connection out here, and you're doing all the heavy lifting, whereas the other person does nothing. Okay, yeah, I do feel you have this kind of mental clarity. You're coming off as extremely, extremely logical when it comes to your connections, and you're like, I don't feel you're good if this person is choosing to come towards you. Let's see what they're choosing to do. Give me this person's actions, please. This person's actions towards Scorpio. Okay, great. Anyways, they won't be talking to you. I see this person out here is healing. I feel this person out here is taking their time to, kind of, they're taking their time to kind of, find their own willpower. I do feel this person out here is at a point right now where they're choosing to, where they're kind of choosing to, plan. This person wants to take a minute. I do feel this person, for a lot of you, could be stuck in another relationship. Maybe this person out here is stuck in another relationship, okay, and they want to plan the future with you, but either the relationship that is there in their life, they need to put an end to that. For a lot of you, this person out here needs to get rid of another connection in order to be with you. Okay, they want to plan the future, but they're still waiting. I do feel with that death out here, there is a situation where this person needs to let go of past patterns. They need to understand and accept an ending in their life. Okay, so they can come towards you correctly, but they're still on hold right now. They're still keeping themselves on hold. And here you are, you already know it's done, dead, and over with, but you're very guarded. You're like it's like you're walling up. You're walling up, but not in a bad way, in the right way. You're no more paranoid, but in fact, you understand the fact that you just need to be careful with this person. That's what I'm getting. But they want to be at peace, and their biggest goal is to have a compromise with you, or to come towards you with a peaceful resolution. Okay.